Shit.
Hope you're recording that shit. What you doing, boy?
Oh, nothing, man.
Fucking up, it looks like.
So there's this group of people right now, and they're kind of active on YouTube, and they're called they call themselves First Amendment auditors. And
we talked about this yesterday. They came to your work and they were just watching shit.
Well, I'm actually on their YouTube channel. Like, I'm on the video. I watched it today. Just trying to play it because I was like, "Oh, Sarah, I'm going to be on this guy's video. Let's watch the part where I come in." And the part before it was this guy that I've been mentoring for 2 years, and he finally got promoted. And he's not on my team, but like he's in my department.
What do you mean he's not on the team?
He's not like under me. I have another guy, but
he's not a subordinate.
No. But I mean, he would be if I told him to do something and he didn't do it, he'd be in trouble. But he's not direct. He doesn't report directly to me.
Take this trash over there.
So he was over in their thing, and this guy first showed up there, and like as soon as like the guy walked in front of the camera, I just started laughing, and Sarah's like, "Why are you laughing?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It's funny. It's fucking funny." And she's like, "He's having to deal with this," and I'm like, "Yeah. Well, I had to go over there too." And
where?
Well, and then anyways, the deputies came over and told the guy he's going to have to leave, and he was like arguing with him, and Sarah's like, "This is giving me a headache. Turn it off." And I was like, "Well, I want to see what happens. These are people I work with. And they're getting angry."
Why is everybody so angry?
Because this guy's putting a camera in their damn face. And he's like, "I just want to see what you're doing. I have a right to do this." And he doesn't have very many followers on YouTube. But, no.
Is John not going to be here tonight?
Yeah, he said his kid was giving him trouble. Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Big Beefin' Show.
No, it's that Big Beefin' Show.
Welcome to that Big Beefin' Show. I am Shane, and I am part of that Big Beefin' Show.
Yep.
And introducing my co-host from Southeast Third, Aaron.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Aaron.
Nobody says it that way no more. Sorry, I got bad gas because I ate like this shit from what's it called? McAllister's. I mean, George's. That's what I meant.
I've gotten to the point where sometimes I'm just farting without even like fucking trying to hold it in.
That's not good, man.
I have to look behind me sometimes and be like, shit, I don't know if I fucking can hear that. Like today I was walking across the street and just let out a big one. And I was like, damn it. What if somebody was walking right behind me?
Let out the big one, blew us out the door.
Yeah, I got Nico and Sebastian singing that song.
Yeah? What's Ruth think about that shit?
Probably doesn't fucking think much about anything.
Is she blind?
No, not really. I mean, it has poor vision, but I wouldn't say blind.
Okay. I knew that it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
She let out a big one, blew us out the door.
Yeah, first time I told them that song, they were laughing so hard they couldn't even make any noise.
I'm pretty sure that's easy for Sebastian.
And I think Logan laughed at it too.
Yeah, every time you do it, he starts smiling because he thinks it's dumb. So I just read something about an article about Deadpool 2. One of their stuntmen died, and they found that safety violations had been the cause.
Oh yeah, they'll do it, man. Somebody died. What was this movie that recently came out? Somebody died in. Oh, somebody died in one of the Teen Titans, the TV show. I think somebody died in that. Stuntman. Those stunts ain't no joke, man. If you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you can get hurt. That's how Brandon Lee got killed.
Well, His was because he got shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the guy who was supposed to be in charge of fucking making sure the guns were properly, ready for the stunt, fucked up.
Yeah. Taking his duties, his responsibilities very lightly.
There's no excuse for having live rounds in a movie prop. I mean, it's
We're live, motherfucker. Yeah, but isn't this supposed to be a blank? Pull the trigger. Do it, pussy.
They said that because of his death, they had to change a lot of the movie. They had to do a lot of reshoots and re-edit it because they didn't have it for scenes. And they said that because of his death, it ended up making the movie a lot better.
Really?
Well, and it kind of does because when you're watching it, he died. Like, he's really dead. Like, the character dies in the movie. That's the character's story, and he comes back. But you know that this is it. This is his last. There's not going to be anything else with Brandon Lee in there. And it's just because he's the character he plays is kind of almost like the Joker a little bit, like a goth version of the Joker. It's just it's kind of sad, that he's descending into this madness of this character, but then he dies before he has a chance to really get anything out of it. But the guy, you remember Siskel and Ebert, the guys who used to give 2 thumbs up?
One of those guys died too, didn't he?
They're both dead. They've been dead.
God damn, I didn't know both of them died. I thought
Ebert, they're the guy that took over after them. Like, he's still around. I can't remember his name though, but he wasn't as good. When Siskel died, this other dude came in, and I can't remember his name, but he's still around. But Siskel and Ebert are both dead, and Ebert.
Roper's the other fucking name.
I don't remember his name. It wasn't Ebert though. It was Siskel. It was Ebert and some other fucker. I don't remember his name.
I told you who it was.
Oh, Roper. It was Roper. Roper.
Just said that. Been saying it, so I'm right.
Roper and Ebert, and but Roger Ebert, man, his fucking jaw got surgically removed because he got cancer. So last 3 years of his life, he couldn't talk. He didn't have a mouth.
How cancer?
He had to. He did, but he still did his reviews like by typing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had mouth cancer.
How'd you get that?
You just get it, man. You get fucking cancer. Your DNA fucks up and starts growing tumors. Something happens in the RNA sequence when they're fucking dividing and multiplying, and it fucks up.
How do you know that? You don't know that shit. Don't act like you know how cancer works.
Unlike some people on this fucking podcast, I actually paid attention to Mr. Nick's class. I fucking was listening.
He didn't teach biology when I went through there. He taught chemistry and physics.
Yeah, but the core sciences go into biology. When you talk about ATP reduction production and the osmosis, those are chemical processes. And
osmosis is a chemical process, huh?
And physics come into play too, because you're talking about movement. You're talking about energy. So it's in the same realm. It's all the same thing. No,
it's not.
But yeah, no, I remember them talking about that shit. I remember them saying where it comes from. It's because of it's failure at the DNA splitting level when it's recreating. It's why we get old. The DNA just gets fucked up.
Bill Nye the Science Guy, brought to you by Shane Rollins.
We don't all get old all over the same place at the same time. So like, right now you could have, your feet could be like.
Right now. I like how John did that the last time. He's like, I'm gonna go right now.
Yeah, he was talking about my podcast that I did, my puppet show.
Oh yeah, did you say something like that?
Yeah, at the end of the puppet show, it's like, I'm going limp right now, and then the little character goes flat against the ground. And he really goes limp.
Was it Dustin's friend Cliff that said that shit?
Said what?
Go right now.
No, I'm sure that was fucking Daniel or something.
No, he was making fun of somebody for doing it.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, what do you know?
So anyways, what were we talking? Oh, so Roger Ebert said that he said that in his review of The Crow, he was like, this movie is is Brandon's last movie, but just this movie is better, far better than anything Bruce ever did. Like acting wise, performance wise. I mean, Bruce Lee wasn't that good of an actor. Like, there's this one fucking movie where he's like, he comes out and he's getting ready to fight these guys. And he puts his hands up and he says, "Hi, I'm from the country," and like he's fucking smiling all big and shit.
I think they, wanted him to cheese that shit up a little, didn't they?
No, that's how he was, Yeah, he was used to making movies in Hong Kong, and I don't know, but he had like Enter the Dragon is a good movie, but not because of his acting. It's good because it's just cool. It's a secret tournament, and people are beating the shit out of him. The thing about the movie is all the slow-mo kicks and the punching, and there's that one guy that just won't fucking give up.
He's got a bad eye or some shit, and then the black dude, even though he was supposed to be this badass, he gets fucking killed. Like,
the black guy got killed?
Yeah, it's like he's supposed to be a Grandmaster Bushido Brown.
He ended up that actor. I think it was in a couple of movies back in the day, like that were martial arts related.
Back in the day,
yeah, 70s and stuff. So they released footage of Arnold Schwarzenegger's character on the new Mortal Kombat game.
What? Is he the Terminator?
Yeah, but he's like the old Terminator. Which doesn't make any
yeah.
fucking sense. Why would you put the old Terminator in there? But his accent, like, it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound like Arnold. Like, it kind of does in one part. It's like, okay, that's Arnold, but he's not really trying. Like, when did they record this? Did they steal this from a conversation he had with somebody? I mean, it doesn't sound like he's actually reading the part. So,
what you doing here, boy? Why don't you take the camera off?
I didn't take the camera off.
You did.
I'm looking right at it.
No, you turned your camera off there for a second.
No, I didn't.
Your screen went black.
Well, it could be a digital thing. I don't know.
Why the fuck do I bother with you, man? I can't tell you shit.
Anger land. So I watched All Elite Wrestling tonight.
What'd you think about that?
It was good. I'll probably talk more about it when John gets on there because he's more into wrestling than you are. But
you guys talk about a lot of shit that I ain't into.
Yeah. Well, what are you into that we're not into?
You can think of a couple of things, I'm sure.
Tina Welch.
Ugh. Because you brought that fucking story up, my girlfriend had a panic attack.
Oh, like right now?
No, when you first brought it up, she was around when y'all told that fucking story.
You told us the story.
The second time when you told it to Matthew.
Okay, I didn't know she was in the room. You didn't announce it to everybody. Hey, Jamie's here. Don't talk about the crazy shit that I did in my past. Hello. You didn't say that.
I didn't think I needed to. I didn't expect y'all to bring it back up. But look what happens. Shane fucking doesn't even hesitate.
All you had to do was hit the little fucking red button and say, "I lost the signal." And then come back in when we're done telling the story.
I mean, it kind of like, no, once it's been said, it's like, what the fuck's he talking about? I don't know. I'm not about to fucking, your camera's gone again. Gone again. Gone again, boy.
I'm still here. Well, anyways, it's not my fault. Those are your dirty deeds.
She doesn't need to know about that shit. Especially if she's worried about me giving her an STD or some shit, or venereal disease. She panicked the fuck out, man. She went into the other room and like she had to go walk around and
it happened a long time ago.
A long ass time ago, and nothing became of it, but shit, man, she was not happy.
She's not happy that you fucked a stripper?
I didn't fuck her. Why would it escalate to that? Why would it escalate to intercourse?
I'm sorry. Excuse me. She's not happy that a stripper sucked your fucking dick for cash? That's stressed her out?
I paid for a lap dance, goddammit. I paid for a lap dance.
A stripper that we grew up with. We went to daycare with her, and her mom was your teacher.
in pre-K. God. Oh, yeah, she wasn't real happy about that.
But it happened before you and her got together, so...
Not the point. The point is she's a fucking stripper.
Well, nobody told you to go do it.
I'm not getting into that.
Oh, yeah, you said David told you to go do it. Well, still. He didn't put a gun up to your fucking head and said, hey.
He didn't tell me to go do it either.
Yeah, he probably didn't want you to. Nobody wanted you to, really.
Nobody wanted you to.
Well, I wasn't trying to start some shit between y'all. How'd you deal with it? What'd you do? What'd you say?
She got over it.
No, but what did you fucking say? You had to say something.
Well, I didn't say shit.
So you're just like...
If she ain't like it, then she can get the fuck on. You hear me?
Hold on. You said what? You said get the fuck on?
My past. If she ain't like it, she can get the fuck on.
Is that your approach to all your problems?
Not really, no.
If she listened to you, if she just listened to that just now, like if she listened to the podcast where you said that,
fight. Yeah, we'd have a fight about it. Like, oh well.
What would she say?
What the fuck you mean that for?
So does this happen a lot? Do y'all argue about this kind of shit?
No, we actually haven't argued at all.
Well, you just fucking argued about Tina.
No, she just didn't like it.
But you obviously didn't have a fucking problem with it. So therefore, argue.
It was old, man. Old shit happened a long ass time ago. Can't do nothing about it now.
Well. So it hasn't got to the point where you're like, God, man, just stop fucking talking.
Not yet.
Well, that's good. It was like that when I was with Emily, man. That bitch is fucking crazy.
I remember. You had to write her a letter because you couldn't break up with her in person.
Nope. I got the fuck out. I got my shit and left. But the crappy thing about that was my fucking my car died. And my car couldn't start. And we had to... Me and Josh had to push it around the corner, and like as we were pushing it around the corner, she pulled up.
Oh shit!
And she didn't see us. She didn't see us. We got out of sight just in time. It's weird though. I don't know why Josh was so eager to get me out of there. I don't know why he was ready for me to get out. Like he was super helpful. It's like everybody else I know probably would have tried to talk me into staying. Try to make it work. She's a fucking psycho. She came after me with a knife.
Shit.
Yeah, I was playing
something about you, man. Something about what the things you do makes people want to fucking hurt you. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about why that is?
I was playing Age of Mythology with Josh. And Age of Mythology, that's not a game you could just sit down and knock out in 5 or 10 minutes, right? Like you're going to be playing for about a good hour and a half to get into the game. And we had probably been going for about 45 minutes. And, you know, it was getting closer. It was getting later at night. And I had school and work in the morning, so I was going to be gone for most of the day. That's usually how it was back then. I'd be gone for most of the day. I'd get home at night, play a couple video games, wake up in the morning, do it all over again. So she was like, come in the bedroom with me. We're going to watch the show. It wasn't like cable or anything. It was like, just come in here, spend time with me. And I'm like, you know, Emily, I get to see you all the time. I rarely get to see Josh, and we're playing this game, and we're in the middle of it. I can't just leave him here. We got to finish it. And she's like, turn it off. You just spent time with me. And I'm like, no, I'm going to play this game. He said, why are you doing this to me? Why are you being like this? And I'm like, Emily, I just want to play the game. Okay. So you go in your room, you do your thing. When I'm done, then we can spend time together. So she kept coming in there and kept fucking bothering me.
There he is.
So who's bothering
you? His ex-girlfriend.
I closed the damn sliding door and to lock her out, to keep her out of the fucking room, because I didn't want her fucking in there. She's fucking up the game. So I just fucking closed the door and locked it. Well, the internet cord, that room that I was in where we had the computer, It wasn't really a room. It was like a porch, but they made it into a room. So it didn't have any electrical outlets or any cable anything in there. So we had the cable for the internet running across the floor into that room. Well, I got up to look, and I was like, she's being too quiet. Something's fucking going on. And she was sitting over there on the bed with a knife, and she was cutting into the damn cable. She was like, and I was like, Emily, what the fuck are you doing, man? And she's like, get off the game. I told you to get off. And I was like, put the knife down, please. And she's like fucking stabbed me with it. So I grabbed it from her hand, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Shit. I'm playing this fucking game. Go on.
John, I asked Shane, what is it about the things that you do that make people want to hurt you? Have you ever considered that? Because that's not the first time somebody's wanted to hurt you that way.
They just want us to talk to them or communicate with them or, spend more time with them or, and we want to do other stuff. And
I think it really, the hate, any hate that I get, it comes from a frustration because whoever is hating me, they can't beat me in a logical argument. Like logic, I'll win, and it fucking pisses them off because they know
that beat my ass.
It's like if I stepped in the ring with
even though you're wrong, you won't admit you're wrong, and it's so hard to convince you because I mean you do it on principle. You'll sit there and know that your argument is bullshit, but just the principle of being right, you can't give it up. You can't sit there and say, "Well, you're right, you got that." You can't do it.
So, who was smarter, Superman or Lex Luthor? Let me get a point of view.
Well, like as far as creativity, Luthor was. The problem with Kryptonians are they can assimilate information rapidly, way faster than humans can.
Well, because I remember in a few movies and a few comics, Luthor was mad that Superman was hiding all this knowledge that could help mankind. So that was to give you the sense that Superman was smarter, or he had more knowledge stored.
Yeah, he has more knowledge and he can access knowledge faster, but he doesn't have the same creativity that Luthor has. Like if Luthor had Superman's knowledge, he would do incredible shit. Like he would do all this stuff. Like he brought, in the movie, he brought Doomsday back, and that was like he only studied it for a month and he fucking brings him back. So he's got more creativity, but he can't assimilate information as fast as Superman can. So
you're saying, what you're saying is you're Superman and everyone's trying to beat your mass intellect when they try to get into an argument with you.
So Superman is basically like the computer that won Jeopardy, Deep Blue. Yeah, the computer can win Jeopardy, and he can do it really fucking good. But if you change the rules to Jeopardy slightly, the computer may not be able to do it unless you change the programming. Lex Luthor, on the other hand, he could do anything. He could do it. I mean, he wouldn't be able to do it as fast as Superman, but he could pick up the new game and move on with it. It wouldn't be a problem. So it's the difference between. It's why we don't have artificial intelligence right now. Like computers are way faster than we are. They can calculate way faster than we can, but they don't have any creativity. They can't think. They can't imagine things. They can't create. So that's why Lex Luthor. I won't say that he's smarter. I'll say that he's more creative.
So
he doesn't have knowledge that Superman, because Superman, and then another thing, Superman has a cheat, the fucking Kryptonian knowledge machine, where it just fucking implants the information into his fucking head.
They're getting close to figuring that shit out, though.
Huh?
That artificial intelligence bullshit, they're getting close to figuring it out.
Yeah, well, there's two schools of thoughts on that. One is that we're so far away from it. It will take forever. Another thought is it's already available. We just haven't figured out how to do the programming for it yet.
One of my classmates is working for a company on artificial intelligence. He's in the research and development department.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's still a ways off, and I think the problem we have right now, there's no overarching goal like everybody's working on artificial intelligence. They're working on different parts of artificial intelligence. So, like, if you work for Tesla, you're trying to build AI that can drive.
What are you trying to do over there, John? John, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying, like Shane talking. I hear Shane talking. I'm trying to think though. So you're trying to tell me that Lex Luthor didn't have the imagination Batman had, or he just knew Batman could beat Superman. So were you saying Batman is smarter than Lex Luthor, or Lex Luthor didn't have the imagination that Batman had? I'm thinking about this stuff that could stop.
I would say imagination.
I think. Well, I think Lex Luthor's concern was why did he have to trick Batman? I think he wasn't sure of himself of how he would handle himself if he came to a confrontation. Whereas he knows Batman, obviously somebody who can hold his resolve. Like, he's going to fucking do it till the max. Like, he's going to push it to the edge.
Push it to the limit.
Lex, I think in his mind, he's like, well, you know, I actually care about myself. I don't want to die. I want to win, but I'm not going to put myself in harm's way. So if you notice, like that scene in the movie, in the Congress, when they were on Capitol Hill, like Lex Luthor leaves. He walks out. He doesn't stay put. Like he's, you know, if he really wanted to prove his point, he could have just stayed put and then fucking went down with the ship. But he didn't. He left. So he wants to preserve himself. Now, Batman is just a tool to accomplish his goals. He likes to keep people, he likes to use them and manipulate.
Does it look like Shane's still on the call, John?
Yeah, he's still here. You don't see him?
No, I don't see him. I don't see his video.
His screen flickered. Jake, can you still see me?
Yeah.
Okay, can you still see Aaron?
Yep. I haven't lost signal at all since I've been on here.
I can't see Shane. I can't see him.
Well, he's right there. He's looking at you.
It'll be on the damn video when it's uploaded.
Can you hear him, Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's looking at you right now with his gorgeous eyes. He's looking at you, feeling your pain. Try to decide if you want to get on that knee or not. You want to bend the knee, Aaron? Aaron gonna bend the knee? Still thinking about it?
Then what? Oh, you mean marriage? No. Well, we were just talking about arguments. I was trying to ask him. I was trying to figure out. So Aaron was telling me that when that story came up about Tina Welch, not the time he told it, but the time I told it to Matt Reed, that homegirl Jamie was sitting on the couch right beside him, and I'm saying, and I was like, yeah, Matt, Tina sucked Aaron's dick for $60 one night in a strip club.
It wasn't even that much.
And she,
Aaron, why weren't you like, fuck?
Like, it was too late. The damage was already done. I started to sweat a little bit.
You should turn it off like, hey, baby, so interesting story real quick.
Turn the fucking phone off.
I was not about to tell that.
All you had to do, John, was just hit that little button and say, oh, I don't want to talk to them.
Yeah, no, she already heard it, man. That's the problem, is she heard it.
That's what you.
I didn't come right out the bat and I said, Matt, guess what Tina did to Aaron? I didn't say it like that. I said, let me tell you the story about Aaron. And I actually told the story, and then I gave the reveal. So you had plenty of time to end the fucking call.
That's the thing, Shane. If I would have left the call, then she would be like, well, what were they talking about? It's like, well, okay.
No,
but you know how you are. You could have been saying, I'm bored with them. And she wouldn't have known the damn difference.
Oh, I'm tired of it. They're making these false statements and stuff. They're making these jokes. Let's go have a drink real quick. Let's go, let's go cuddle real fast.
Let's go have a drink.
What's up,
let's forget about this. Forget about this. It ain't even ever happening.
Instead, so Aaron's like the guy in World War I, like, and all the captains and the British side are saying, charge the hill. And their friends get mowed down with a machine gun. And Aaron's like, well, I guess I'm just going to fucking hang out here and get mowed down. Not even fucking move. He just gets laid out.
I hope I don't think that way.
Well, I'm sorry. Go back to the story. So what happened, Aaron? I'm sorry. What happened?
She was not happy. She started freaking out and having a mild panic attack, and she had to go outside and walk around a little bit, and then she came and she.
Okay, that's all normal. Okay, keep going. All right.
Had a fucking panic attack. Come on.
That's all normal. It's all normal. But go ahead. So what happened after that?
Well, I asked her, I was like, hey, you doing okay? She's like, yeah, I just need to walk around and clear my head. And I was like, fuck.
Okay.
I said, all right. It was, and then she started talking about one of her friends that was giving her grief. I was like, thank God. She's not going to bring it up.
Oh, no, Aaron.
You dodged fucking bullets.
You need to give her a disclaimer. Say, what we talk about on that show, it's just for entertainment. There's nothing on there that's actual based in truth. It's all for fun. We're just trying to make jokes.
All right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right. Let's flip the script real quick on the quick news. Shay, how do you feel about the hidden officers they're going to have in the Joker movies?
The hidden who?
The hidden. They're gonna put undercover officers in the Joker movies
because of the Heath.
No, sorry, in the theater. In the theaters, undercover officers in the theater.
I think that's good. I mean, because what happened in Colorado, you don't want a copycat killer, so I think it's a good move. I think it's smart.
I think what's smart?
It sucks that it has to be that way, but yeah, that's why I'm going to go to a small theater, like in the morning, where there's not a bunch of bodies, a bunch of targets, you know.
most dead bodies.
Most shooters will probably go like on a Friday night or opening night when there's going to be a lot of people there. I would be very shocked if a shooter came into a fucking theater out in Grand Prairie or Mansfield at, you know.
You never know.
Saturday morning. Yeah, I don't know. I'll take my chances. But yeah, I think it's fine for some of the bigger theaters. Why not?
What makes you think, I know we're not psychiatrists, no one knows how the human mind works, but what makes you think made him do that besides being mental illness for him?
He was angry.
I heard that psychiatrist reviews like all the cases, all the mass shootings where it was situations like that. And pretty much all of them, one common thing that they all had was they all had issues with their father. They all had dad issues.
And where were the parents at? And look where it's at.
Yeah, I mean, Eminem was right 20 fucking years ago. I think that's the big part of it is their dads men just aren't doing a good job anymore. We've kind
of kids up in the front row screaming "go" with their 17-year-old uncle.
We've kind of given over power over a lot of things that we do, like like tonight I got in fucking Roger's dog cage and got in the dog cage with Roger and played. My dad wouldn't have done that shit with me. When my dad got home from work, he laid down on the fucking couch and watched TV till he passed out and drank beer.
Yeah. Against smoke weed.
I can count the times we went out and played like on my hand.
Damn.
He didn't do that with me at all. I had to put up with Shane fucking beating me up.
You were out of the picture by that time. He was out of the picture by that time.
Yeah, my dad. None of that. Anyways.
I mean, thankfully, our moms picked up the slack, and
my mom was.
But some moms don't. Some moms don't know what to do, and then when these guys, when they start getting older, they're insecure as fuck because they didn't have a man to sit there and explain, look, son, this is how the world is, and these are how people are going to be. So when a girl rejects them, or a nerd, or somebody picks on them, and
he almost said a nerd.
Well, when they pick on a nerd, when they're picking on somebody or bullying them, I mean, it adds up. I mean, it's all these factors coming together, but And then some people just want to cause chaos.
What makes people want to do? What makes people want to do that? I just want to see the world burn. I just want to see chaos. I just want to see.
Well,
I want to cause someone inconvenience.
Our society. Okay, like for example, what'd you do this morning when you guys when y'all woke up? What'd you do?
Got up, made a cup of coffee, made a short podcast. Bubba got up and played around until we went to the fair.
Okay, so y'all went out to the fair, right? Had to get in your car, go drive, and spend this money, go through the gate, do all the stuff in the fair. There's nothing that says that you have to do that shit. Like you just did it because you wanted to. Like for me, getting up and going to work today, there's no, I don't have to go do that. I can go live on the street. I can be a bum. I can go out, live in the woods. I can do anything I want. But for some reason, people feel this pressure that they have to do what society tells them to do. And there's some folks that they just reject that. And they're like, fuck it. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to kill a bunch of people. And that's just where they go. That's where they take it. They take it to the dark side. It's like, I want to show you what I can do. And a lot of it is because we allow it to happen. Like, if something like this ever happened in fucking Russia, people are dying. I mean, it's not going to be just the ones they kill. Like, that dude's family's fucking dead. their family's family, their kids, their grandkids. They're going to fucking kill everybody. They're going to root out. Going to get rid of that line if that ever happens. They'll make a public example and execute more than one people if something like that ever happened in Russia.
You think so?
Yeah, it's bad, John. They got censorship out there that you wouldn't fucking believe.
They're not going to treat that shit. Same for China. Now, there was a mass killing in Japan recently, and Japan is known for having one of the lowest crime rates in the world. But some dude went off the fucking deep end and burnt down an anime studio and killed like 20 people.
A what? Anime studio?
Yeah, he burnt down the anime studio, yeah. One of the guys that had worked on the original Akira anime was in the studio and died.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I didn't know that, man. That's big news.
Now, what was his? Did they say what was his reasoning for doing it?
They had snubbed him. I think he had turned in some work, like he wanted to get his own anime out there or manga, and they rejected it. And he kept trying, and they just kept rejecting it. And then he burnt the fucking place down and killed a bunch of people.
Man, couldn't take rejection, huh?
Well, since that's happened, there's been 3 other anime studios that have gotten death threats. Like, they're starting to have copycat killers now.
Well, I guess it takes one to start a fire, I guess.
And that's the country. It's very hard to get a fucking gun in Japan.
Really?
So they're doing mass killings without guns.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Other parts of the world having the same problems we are.
Yeah, it's our society, man, and it's because nobody will do anything about it. Nobody knows what to fucking do, and
there's no like real punisher or real people have rights. Brother, here you still got rights, but you can't take people's guns away.
I think you could bring back torture, and when you mass kill, they should take a one of those plastic tubs like they use for cattle feed.
Yeah. They
should fill the bottom of it with hydrochloric acid.
God dang.
They should slowly dip the back of your skin into it and then lift you up.
That's but like you said
it's fucking cruel.
Well, but them killing 20 kids, is that fucking cruel?
Yeah.
I bet you if the world sees that when you do this shit, this is what's going to happen to you. Because now, if you do it, you just go to prison, you get fed, you have a meal, you can still read, watch TV, you can actually make friends. I mean, you still have a life. Where if you can slowly torture somebody and take away, like just take a foot off.
So your solution is
now. Don't ever let shit fucking take over the government. Don't ever let that shit happen.
Action leads to immediate action. Well, exactly. Like, did he do it? Yes. Fill it up. Fill it up, guys. Or what are you doing with it? Take it off.
Once it's been proven that he did it, that this is the guy who killed all these people, that's what you do. Torture him.
Well, the problem with that, man, is that there's always that room for doubt. There's always that room that somebody guilty.
I don't think there's been mass shooters that were innocent. I think all the mass shooters. Now, I'm not talking about you're a gangbanger and you waste 3 other gang members. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you walk into a theater, you walk into a school, and you start unloading, or a nightclub or something like that. Those are the bastards I'm talking about that you just need to fucking torture them. That'll make people stop. And publicize it. Do it like they did on fucking Starship Troopers.
I think you're going to say that too, like publicize it. So, man, shit. So you mean walk them out there and cut a limb off in front of the cameras, Yep. Not even make a pay-per-view. Just everyone can see it. So you're talking like when the presidential, he makes an announcement. Just every channel goes right to this. All right, guys, here we go. We got someone who fucked up bad. He didn't mean to fuck it up. He did it on purpose. Let's show you what happens when you fuck up. Yep.
Well, that's why you'd have to make it. The only way you could actually do it is you'd have to have a president who, obviously would be a little unconventional, but he'd have to declare it a national emergency and say, look, there's too many people randomly dying. Congress has failed to come up with a solution. Effective today, if you do this, the FBI or the marshals will come pick you up, and they're going to throw you in an acid tank. And then once they'll take you out, so it won't kill you. Once you've healed, they're going to throw your other side into the acid tank. And then once that's healed, they're going to take your leg off. And all of it's going to be publicized for all your family to see. And we're actually going to bring your family to the event and make them watch.
God dang. That's where you run into the problem, Shane, is you can't traumatize other family members and kids by making them watch it. You can't traumatize people like that.
How do you learn? That's how you learn.
Well,
it's like what you were saying the other day. And what did we learn? That's how you would say at the end of the execution. You look at everybody and you say, and what did we learn?
So,
don't fucking mass kill.
Man, so what kind of job would that be? Well, what's the job? Well, I do the dirty job.
You just make executioners, more of a, back into business again. It's not really doctors with needles anymore. It's fucking cruel torture experts.
You're talking about the fucking Middle Ages.
Yeah, that's how they used to do crime and punishment back in the Dark Ages. But how many fucking mass murders happened in the Dark Ages?
Jack the Ripper no, that's not the Dark Age. Never mind. Man, I don't even know if they kept.
Jack the Ripper only killed 5 chicks, but it was
brutal.
Yeah, but they never found him. That was the problem. If they had found him,
they never found the fucking Zodiac killer either.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm just talking about the mass public shooters, the ones that just kill indiscriminately.
The Zodiac killer was a public shooter. He killed people out in the fucking middle of nowhere, and
you would have to have a very narrow description of what it is and like a body count. And once you hit that magic number, then you're going into the acid tank and you're going to lose some limbs. And probably, I don't know if we'll take both eyes out. We'll take definitely one eye out. And we'll keep your hearing because you need to hear what's fucking going on. Genitalia, probably mutilate your genitalia. Probably don't need that anymore.
You gonna make them look at it? Look, here's your dick. That's the tank. There's your dick.
You remember this, don't you?
There's your dick. There's your dick. Oh, that's the cool thing. Here's your leg. Then we're gonna sew it back on. Nope, fucking that's the tank. Look at it.
You're talking about fucking law-abiding citizen shit, man.
Yeah.
Now I know what I know what I just said won't ever fucking happen. I know I'm realistic, but I know that it would work.
You know it would work. 100% it would work.
If that happened one time, if it happened one time, you really think somebody would say, "Fuck it, I can do this," and they're not going to do that to me? I mean,
well, then you live in a state of oppression. You live in a state of fear.
But only if you decide you want to mass kill. You don't have to worry about it otherwise.
I mean, the problem with that, Shane, is where does it stop? You don't just stop there.
Well, you would have to hope that we just stopped there. I mean,
yeah, hope. Rebellions are built on hope. After 1,000 people have had their heads cut off and their penises removed.
I was thinking about this, like someone cutting a dick off and just showing them, look, here it is.
All right.
Look at it.
That's what he did. That's what he did in fucking Game of Thrones, where he was eating that long stick of meat in front of his captive. That was his penis that he roasted.
A more practical solution would be schools have mandatory gun safety and everybody has a fucking gun.
Oh, hell no.
The problem I have with everybody having a gun, look, I get it's your fundamental right to bear arms, but I know the danger of people having weapons and not knowing how to use them.
Yeah, that's why it would be mandatory education. You would have to train it early on.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, the problem I have with that is that it's probably going to be some little fucking 4-hour class. You shoot a few targets, and then you carry your gun with you for a couple years, and you haven't used it since that fucking introduction class.
That's all I need. That's all required to need. All I need is a 4-hour to 8-hour class.
Get your weapon off of safety because you don't know how the safety selection switch works. And so when you go to look at your weapon and see, was it jammed? Bang! You shoot your fucking self in the head.
You'd have to do the training similar to how we do job training. 12 years of school. Every year there's a gun course that you have to take.
Annual gun training every year, so you still qualify. Yep. I know someone's gonna say it, like I don't know if a fan or anyone's gonna say it, but I know they're gonna say we can't solve guns by giving people more guns.
Well, okay, but so the other option is nobody has any guns.
Oh hell with that! You ain't not in no Texas or United States. Hell no.
Take away everybody's gun, and then China starts saying, we need some more room. Hey, they don't have any guns in the U.S. Let's fucking go over there. You know?
If anybody, it would be the Russians that would want to come and take over some shit. Because
you think so? You think they wanted more?
They would probably go after Alaska. They'd probably take Alaska back. But I'm sure they would get the Chinese to help them. You know? Hey, they're getting rid of their guns because they're fucking idiots. So you want to go take Alaska?
Team up, split down the middle.
You know?
Yeah, the hell with that. But you
speak firsthand with an armed society. It's fucking dangerous. Like, how long have we been in the Middle East?
Yeah, and the problem with that is, like, if, you know, we would turn it into fucking Afghanistan or Vietnam if someone came here, because you'd have too many guerrilla warfare tactics.
Yeah.
If you were trying to invade the U.S., you would need total domination. You would need a fucking, not a nuclear holocaust, but you would just need carpet bombs everywhere. You would just need to bomb every single military installation and large weapons manufacturer.
But if we have a society that says we don't want any more guns, well, guess what? Now you've just made your job that much easier.
Shit, I couldn't imagine, Shane. Couldn't imagine the day everyone just turn their guns in. A month later, because fucking Russia and China, you know.
Well, I mean,
bitch.
Yeah, you know.
We would be like, you know, the Africans were back in the 14 and 1500s. What chance did they have against Europeans with guns? They're like, hey, get on this fucking boat. No, I don't want to. No, you're getting on the fucking boat.
It was more than that. They bought people from other people that were already there.
Yeah, if you see them show up and you're thinking, oh, fuck, I don't want that to be me. Hey, I know where a group of people is. You can go get them, and I'll bring them to you. You know, I totally get that. You know?
I don't know. What would we have? Just our hopefully bows and arrows and BB guns is all we would have to defend ourselves with. And I know everyone's not no Rambo.
Even if you did take away the guns, so now what people would do is they would get in their car and just plow into a group of people.
Yeah, because you can do that now.
Just drive it straight into a classroom. You'll fucking take out a few of them. Just drive it straight in there.
So away from all that, you watching Joker this weekend or weekdays?
I'm gonna watch it this weekend, probably Saturday.
Shane?
Yeah, I'll probably go Saturday. I want to watch it tomorrow, but my cousin's wanting to go with me, and I ain't hung out with the dude since I was a fucking kid. So for him to ask, no, Brandon. I've hung out with Jacob more than that. I ain't hung out with Brandon since I was a teenager.
I'm afraid it's so hyped up.
I'm afraid
I'm gonna like it.
I can tell you right now, John, you're going to be bored. I mean, I know that right now. I just know how you are. You're going to be bored.
You don't think I mean, like, I'm sorry if I'm so simple-minded. Like some people say, oh, you're full of anger because you eat meat. All you want is action and bullet flying, and flying through the air. You know, kind of shit I hear.
This is him going mad. This is how he goes insane. So there's going to be it may be funny in the beginning though, because he may suck so bad at being a comedian. You may actually think that's hilarious. Like, man, this guy's really bad. Like on the trailer where Robert De Niro, like he's like, listen to the clip from this newest comedian, and the guy's like, the kids used to laugh at me, but no one's laughing now. And then it cuts back to Robert De Niro, and he's like, you got that right, pal.
Nobody is fucking laughing now.
Yeah.
Not a single.
Well, that's like they tell me like Doctor Strange, good movie. But you know me, I want a dramatic infight. But you know, all I got was
smart. He wasn't using his head.
And that was like, what's the fight? What's the epic scene? You know.
John, you just don't appreciate the movies.
I like that he used his head to get out of it. Normally, I'm with you. I want to see the mass anarchy, but a lot of people get tired of that. Like after Man of Steel, a lot of people were pissed. They're like, "Oh, after seeing all those buildings get demolished, I just didn't care anymore." You know, so It's give or take. Like for me, my favorite part about Avengers Endgame was the last 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. But for the critics, they all liked the first half, the Back to the Future shit. They thought that was more fun. And they didn't really care about the battle because they were like, it was all done on a computer. So, I don't know. What's the deal? What are people saying about your wardrobe, John?
I'm not gonna mention. I'm not gonna mention who said that. But apparently, someone told me that I dress horrible. How do you say it? For how I act and talk, I dress horribly.
Well, how do you act and talk?
I don't know. How do I act? Like, what do you mean? I'm not Robert De Niro. I'm not no Hugh Jackman. You know, I don't understand what you mean. How I act and dress, how I act and talk is not how I look like when you see me dressed.
You dress nicer than I do. I wear fucking superhero shirts all the time. That's all I wear.
Yeah. So actually, I don't get the. I don't see the connection of. Just say I dress tacky. Just say it. Why you gotta try to overshadow? But like, oh, John, but how you act, John? You think you dress better? What's wrong with I'm dressing? What's wrong with that? You know?
Yeah, I don't get it.
So I'm like, all right. So you're saying I should update my wardrobe? Yeah, just say like, oh, but clothes getting old, John. You got some old clothes, man. You need to get some. You need an update, man. Your clothes getting all old and faded and tacky. What's all you gotta say? You know, you ain't gonna say, John.
You're big on sandals, though, right? You like sandals?
They're okay. You know, right. You know, they're okay.
Comfort man's choice.
But you know, like I said, though, I'm not gonna go out and waste I'm not gonna spend $400 or $500 on a pair of shoes. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna do it. I don't care what they are, who made them. I don't give a shit. I ain't spending that much. You might get $100 out of me, but that's it. You know. But oh well, I guess it's how I dress. Is you know, some people don't like it. I guess they want me to dress more. I don't know, more mature. I don't know. I don't know. Is there an age where you go, hey Shane, come on Shane, we're getting in our 40s. We probably start wearing T-shirts.
If Sarah had her choice, I'd be wearing one of those. I'd be wearing green slacks with a blue shirt tucked into it, a light blue. And I'd have one of those stupid little red tweed sweaters over the top of it. And I'd have some fucking glasses on. And I'd be holding a little cup of coffee right now with a little fucking pipe over here off to the side. Basically, Sarah wants me to be an old man. That's what she wants me to do.
I can't imagine you dressing that way.
with the smoke jacket on? With the smoke jacket?
Yeah. And like when my work suit, it'll have those little stupid patches on the elbows. Looks like something from the 50s.
Dude, why do those jackets have those patches for?
Fucking if I know.
They constantly always rubbing their elbows or something. I don't know.
I guess if you're sitting in an armchair, I don't know. I've never worn my elbows out on any fucking clothing I've ever had.
So I guess the basic I'm getting to is someone's just saying, JP, you need to dress better. You need to, you know, pick it up a notch. You know.
I don't get it though. I mean, what do they want you to do?
Just dress better.
You're not. It's not like you're white trash. It's not like you're wearing a wife beater with a fucking beanie on and shit.
No, I don't do that. But I'm still always trying to connect what they meant, like from how I talk and look. Like you help, clean shaved and hair slicked back, and I talk like this. Like, how do I talk? I know it's not all bells and whistles that come out of my mouth, but I don't think I need to wear a blazer when I speak to somebody, you know.
So they're wanting you to wear business casual. That's what they're wanting.
I guess so. Like, but what I heard was, well, you need to have like a nice little Under Armour polo shirt, you know, real like 90%.
Who said this nonsense?
You know, and have those pressed silk or what the fuck they are shorts. I'm like,
why for this shit?
Yeah, I'm playing golf. Is what you're saying? You want to dress like I'm going to play fucking golf or some shit, you know? So I don't know, like that kind of shit. That's how they're saying. Like I said, Banana Republic. Think of people dress at Banana Republic. That shit, that kind of wardrobe. I should buy my clothes from there.
It's polos and khakis, khaki shorts, polos.
I don't think I deserve to wear polos and khakis every day. I don't think I should.
Polos, khaki short, brown belt, and fucking sandals.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It sounds awful, man.
I'm the last person to give fashion advice because my entire like I got my work clothes, and then all the rest of it superhero shirts. Like every other thing is a superhero shirt.
So wait, real quick. I know we're running out of time. So you have your house clothes. So this is what I have. So let's see if you can break it down into it. I have my house clothes. My house clothes are my sleeping clothes, my yard work clothes, just mope around the house clothes. And then I have my out clothes, the clothes I wear when I go to the movies or out to eat with the wife and all that good stuff. Then I have my nice party clothes, which is for family reunions, birthdays, and other stuff like that. Then I have my 2 sections of funeral clothes and stuff like that, and my extremely nice clothes for nicer events. You know, where's your breakdown in your wardrobe like that?
Yeah, okay, so
by the way you looked at it,
on the far left are all my costumes, all my cosplay. That's far left. Right after that, it's about superhero shirts. Fills up half of it. Then I got my work clothes, which are work shirts. They're button-up shirts. And then at the very end are my suits. I got 2 suits. They're at the very end. And then I got some vests to wear with the work shirts and the suit. And then hanging up to the right are my jeans and then my pants. And then on the bottom shelf of that, I got 2 pairs of jeans and 2 shirts, and that's what I used to do yard work. That's it.
That's it.
Yep. That's the breakdown. I don't have going out clothes. What I wear is like this shit right here, like Justice League. And
no, you weren't wearing that if you were going to go see an opera or a play.
No, like when I took my mom to go see, when we went to the Bass Hall for the thing, I wore like what I would wear to work. Mm-hmm. You know.
Aaron, is your selection that mass?
I still have my military dress blues for military occasions because I'm still allowed to wear that. I've got some dress-up shirts. I've got some T-shirts, kind of like Shane, a couple of superhero ones, but mostly just graphic tees. And I really don't have nothing all that special. And I'm not showing you what the fuck I have.
I didn't get my first polo till like last year. I bought those because I was getting so fucking hot at work, and I was like, well, fuck, man. On Fridays, I can just wear a polo. This shit, long sleeve shirts, fucking kicking my ass.
Do you know what kind of polos they wear? Were they Amazon polos, Under Armour polos? What kind of polos they wear?
I got them from the Big and Tall store in Hearst. That's all I know.
That's it?
I think maybe they were Nautica, but I don't fucking know.
I'm guessing my wardrobe they want me to see is like if they want it their way, it would be all short sleeve polos, variety colors, white, blue, dark blue, khaki shorts, and a bunch of long sleeve shirts, and like I said, like no, I'm not for all of that. I like like they're doing yard work and stuff like that. I'm not, I don't know. Like I said, dressing up for special occasions, yeah, but do it every time. Every time I leave the house, I gotta look nice, just in case someone's friend or family member see me or something. I don't know, Which I would think, someone would call someone and someone tell somebody and someone tell my wife, oh, hey, we saw your husband. Are you okay? Because he looked rough.
God damn, man.
Well,
you guys want to fight today? It sounds like you want to fight. That's what I'm hearing.
I've been to a lot of your events, John, and look worse than anybody else there.
Sounds like shit we need to fight over. Excuse me? Kiss my ass.
I haven't seen anybody just blow you away. Like nobody. Everybody's pretty much on the same level.
Oh, one of her uncles or aunts wants me to go play golf with them. They want me to go play golf.
So it was your wife that was talking about that shit.
No. This is another guy. He said, "Hey, come on, play golf with us." Like I don't know 2 things about golf, and come out there. Let's play some golf. Like I don't know.
That sounds like the worst fucking thing imaginable. You have to. First of all, we don't know the rules of golf, so they're gonna make you take their club and they're going to fucking tell you everything about the sport. Like, no, you got to swing it this way. You got to move your hips like this and put your arm like this. And then the other part of it, most people that play golf, they just drink all the time. They're just drinking, just getting drunk. So now you got to get drunk and still focus on the sport. And it's fucking hot as fuck outside. And you're riding around these stupid little golf carts, and you really just want to ride around in the golf carts and have fun. But no, you got to go and actually try to do the objective. Like if it was just, hey, we're going to go to a big open field and drink and drive golf carts around. All right, I'm in. Sign me up.
Run them into each other.
But the fact that I got to, every 100 yards, I got to get out and hit a little ball with a fucking metal stick. No.
Everybody I always talk to, I don't know. They never say how, but they say, "Oh man, golf opens doors for everybody." Well, but y'all can never give me an example of how this door opens when I learn how to play golf. Nobody never told me how golf opens doors.
Network, because my cousin, he's a real big golfer, and I think because he's in sales and finance, it's a big help for him making deals. Because
but how though? Like, does he invite the investor out there? Like, hey, you and me, let's go out, hit 18 holes, and let's talk about it. You know?
Yeah, I think because if you're doing a business deal but you're playing a game, it's not really work. You're having fun. You're doing something you like to do.
But you got to lose though, or shank it.
Yeah, I mean,
shake it a bit.
And if you're a business executive and you're doing it, you don't want to be in the office, but you also don't want to be at home because everything's miserable at home because you got all this money, but your life really sucks for some reason. So you go out and play golf to try to get away from it, and it's just where business is done. A lot of judges like to play golf. A lot of doctors like to play golf, and those are the people that got money.
I don't see golf opening up doors for the big beefing show. I just don't.
Oh no, that's definitely not for us.
I'm not fucking playing golf. I'm not going. I'm not fucking going to golf.
So that's when you send me out there. Tell you what, I got a guy, 18 holes. He's got you. Who'll tell you everything about the show.
If you want to show up to an amateur competition and wear big beefing on your back and like go putting, yeah, have at it. I'm not fucking going. And I won't watch it either unless something bad happens.
All right. All right, everybody. This is the Big Beefing Show warning you. If you fuck up, your dick gets thrown in the acid tank. That's what happens. We're going, you fuck up, you lose your dick, you lose your arms, and if you're lucky, you just lose your fucking skin. So you just be a fucking armless, legless man rolling around a fucking floor, By Shane standards.
This is what you would be.
Anyways, I am JP. You can catch me almost every day on JP's What. This is Aaron Rollins. You can catch him on Southeast Third. I'm sorry. I don't know. Shay, Aaron, when do you perform?
We've got some poetry events coming up here in October where I'll be reading some poetry myself, and there'll be some other artists that will be doing poetry. Also on Saturday, there's the Word Fest here in Waco, which I'll be recording that. It's the Waco Word Fest from 10 to 11 a.m. 10 to 11 a.m. This Saturday here in Waco at the Browning Library on Baylor campus.
Shay looks so ready for it by the way he looks. And as always, this is our captain of a boat, Mr. Shay Rollins. You can find us Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and Shane and Aaron take it on Tuesdays. So, as always, everybody, we thank y'all for joining us. And remember, find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you tell Shane when you join us, he will write you a custom letter just for you.
Have you done that yet, Shane?
I got my feather pen and quill ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
How many have you written?
0.
But he's ready.
The problem is I haven't really been keeping track of who's joined.
Yeah.
We probably need to look at that. But as always, gentlemen, I'll leave y'all to it. Y'all have a good one.
Have a good night.
Talk to y'all later.
Bye, boy.
Bye, boys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.